Welcome to the training video for the HeadLight Soil Moisture and Density form. We'll start by logging into the Materials app. To save time, we are starting from a previously completed sample ID. This one is for in-place cement treated base course. The 4 test methods covered in this tutorial are TR415 3-point curve, TR403 field moisture, TR431 pulverization, and TR401 in-place density. To add the form, we'll need to select the Create Form button situated at the bottom right corner of the page. Once you click on it, a pop-up box will appear which will allow you to choose the type of form you want from the drop-down list. We will select the Soil Moisture and Density form. You can either rename the form or let it choose a name for you if you leave it blank. And when you're done with these details, hit the Create button located at the bottom right corner. After your form loads, you'll notice that some of the header information has been auto-populated in the Project section. The project, sample ID, and material code have been brought over from the sample. The Field Curve name box is a free text box that lets you enter a custom name for any max dry density curve you create, making it easy to remember what the curve will be used for. The date may be changed by selecting the date box and adjusting the date on the pop-up calendar. Now it's time to select your item number and enter your section and test number, which is usually the zone you're working in, along with the accumulated number of tests in that zone. And finally, don't forget to enter the station number where the test is located. Alright, let's get into the test section. You'll find sliders available to input your max dry density, moisture, and pulverization test results. Keep in mind that the nuclear method is always open since it is the most commonly associated test with the form. I'll be showing you how to enter max dry density test information towards the end of this video, but for now, let's work with some known values and enter our optimal moisture content and proctor into their respective fields. These numbers will be used to calculate your density under the nuclear method, which you'll find at the bottom of the form. Moving on to the field moisture content at compaction slider, activate it and enter your wet mass and dry mass. Then simply tap away from the field in the form and your field moisture will be automatically calculated for you. Pulverization works in a similar fashion. Just activate the slider for the pulverization test and enter your test result. Simple as that. Alright, now it's time to get into the meat of the testing process, nuclear density. But first, let's fill out some header information to get started. You'll need to provide the location offset, which tells you where you're testing in relation to the center line. Then, specify the lift number. In this case, we're using final since it is the base course. Next up, enter the depth of the density test along with the number of your nuclear device and badge. Prior to entering your test results into the test section, I recommend selecting the method of moisture test being used. When you select TR403, which is the field moisture, you'll notice that the squares are grayed out and the moisture results from above have been entered. For this example, we'll enter the density standard count and the moisture standard count. You can also enter the density test count and moisture test count, and the form will auto-calculate your ratios. Once you've got all that set up, it's time to start entering your density info. As with the other sections, the form will help you input your data and automatically calculate your results. For nuclear density, using TR403, you'll just need to enter the wet density and moisture by mass for each test. After you've completed your density test, there's a section for additional remarks and the signature of the certified inspector. And don't forget, you can capture photos to enhance your documentation. Just hit the Add Photo button and snap away or upload from your device. Finally, let's take a look at the max dry density curve. Before you enter any data, make sure to give your curve a memorable name. Then, use the slider to show the max dry density test and select your mold size. After selecting the mold size, the test entry section will appear. You may then proceed to enter the results from each mold. Once you've inputted all your data, the form will automatically generate a curve graph that displays the optimal moisture content and max dry density. It's a great feature that will save you time and effort. And best of all, no more paper clips. You have now completed the training video on how to use the HeadLight SMD form. By following the step-by-step guide, you should now feel confident entering in density test results. Thank you for watching.